Are race cars really any faster than road cars? In a straight line at least? Well, we're going to find out today because I'm going to race an old Aston Martin V12 Vantage against an old Aston Martin GT8 against the current modern day GT4 Aston Martin Vantage racing car. I'm Matt Watson and you're watching Carwow. This V12 Vantage from 2010 has a 5.9 litre naturally aspirated V12 with 517 horsepower and 570 Nm of torque. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox. The car weighs in at 1,680 kilograms and cost £136,000 when it was new. Today it's worth £80,000. This Vantage GT8 from 2016 has a 4.7 litre naturally aspirated V8 with 446 horsepower and 490 Nm of torque. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox. It weighs in at 1,510 kilograms and cost from £165,000 when it was new. Today, it's worth £150,000. This Vantage GT4 race car has the same 4-litre twin-turbo V8 as the Vantage road car, but GT4 regulations mean that it's restricted to 476 horsepower and 639 Nm of torque. It's rear-wheel drive and has a 6-speed automatic gearbox. The car weighs in at 1,500 kilos and is worth £250,000. Now, I've got a couple of special guests who've lent us these cars. The first chap is the person that's lent me this and is also driving the race car and is connected to Carwow by a certain racing driver, Sam.
Formal protest.
His name is Matt, great name by the way. Let's find out a bit about him. Hi Matt, how are you?
Oh, I'm very good, thank you Matt. How are you doing?
Well, I'm good. I'm sat in your car. It's got a manual gearbox. It's not mine, so if I do destroy the clutch, you sign the disclaimer?
Yeah, I think we know where we can send the invoice, it's fine.
If I damage it, I'll pay for it, don't worry. Okay, so Matt, please can you tell me about your link to a certain racing driver, Sam?
Sam and I have just finished the GT Cup Championship. Sam has been my pro driver pairing, basically given me great driver tuition over the last year.
Well, I feel a little bit like Sam's cheating on me because he gives me driver tuition as well. In terms of lap times, how close are you to him, or are you sometimes even quicker?
If I was quicker, he'd be sacked. No, I'm about 2 seconds off the pace.
Okay, don't worry, I'm a lot more off his pace than that. Right, that's a good thing. So it's your race team, isn't it? And you race with him?
Yeah, exactly that. Supported by Zelly Motorsport and our sponsors, Hip Hop.
Cool. Well, we're going to see how your cars perform today. I'm driving one of them. Obviously, you're driving your own race car. That leaves us with the car in the middle. Its owner is quite responsible for all these cars really, because very much linked to Aston Martin, or at least was. Andy Palmer, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Tell me about your time at Aston Martin, because you were the CEO during which period?
I joined in 2014 and I left in the middle of 2020. The cars in my era were GT8, GT12, the Zagatos, DB11, current Vantage and the DBS, and then the DBX, well I guess was the big point, and the start of the Valkyrie.
Blimey, that is a lot of cars. So you're driving a prototype version of the GT8, which obviously you signed off on, and I do like the number plate.
Yeah, the number plate was a bit of fun at the time. Yeah, we did 150 GT8s, and then we had two prototypes. We had one prototype which was the paddle shift, and the other prototype was the manual, and this is the manual.
So that's two people with a link to Aston Martin, but I've also got a link, and you probably won't know this, Andy, and I've actually said it in another video, but I haven't said it to you, and I kind of want to. Back when they launched the V12 Vantage, Aston Martin came out with this grey light blue paint, and it's called Mako Blue. Now actually they put out a poll to various like motoring journalist titles, and I was working at Auto Express at the time. My idea for the colour was Mako Blue, based on the fact that it looked like a sharky kind of grey blue, and the Mako is the fastest shark.
That makes sense. I don't remember the story, but I do remember the colour.
Yes! I wish you'd remembered the story, but why would you? You're the CEO. Let's get on with this race then. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, because you two have a similar amount of power. I'm clearly down on skill, so this will be very interesting to see which car actually wins this drag race. Let's do it. But first, we need to do a sound check. And let's have a listen to your 4.7 V8, because this is one of the best sounding V8s ever. Do it. Okay, I wouldn't normally say that a V8 could ever sound as good as a V12, but... Which do you prefer the sound of, Andy?
I think this is the best sounding Aston ever made.
Yeah, and he should know. Matt, let's have a listen to your car with turbochargers and stuff. Go on. Okay, not even close. Andy, before we race, can I just get your opinion on what you think of modern cars? When was peak car for you?
Engineers obviously have to chase legislation, and I think sometimes that's detracted from the fun of the car. Peak time for me was the first of the modern Nissan GTRs or GTR Nismo.
Anyway, let's get in race.
3, 2, 1.
Andy mullered me on the stop, but can I put him back in? Oh, I got absolutely dropped by everybody. Andy, do you race?
Caterhams.
Ah, okay. Good launch that was. And good launch to you as well, Matt. Mine was, yeah, awful. Let's see if we can do better. Best 2 out of 3. Good luck, Andy. See if you can have him this time.
3, 2, 1.
There's one for Matt. Ah, he's coming past! Come on! Oh no! Matt, you had a clean sweep there, mate.
Thank goodness for that.
I actually got away that time. This car hooked up really well.
Launch was good actually, but I thought you were going to have me. As soon as I got going, then yeah, started to gain on you. Didn't think that would happen.
Clear win to Matt. Best 2 out of 3. It is what it is. Here's the times. So then what exactly happened? Well, the GT4 race car won. It completed the standing quarter mile in 12.5 seconds. The V12 Vantage took 12.6 seconds and the GT8 came last with a time of 13 seconds. Now, just while everyone's lining up, Sam's just directing chap that pays his wages. I'm going to tell you about CarWow and how it can help you or your friends or family change their car. So you can sell your current car through CarWow. All you have to do is upload photos, give a brief description, then dealers all across the country will bid on it. Then you can buy your next car, either used or new, through CarWow, and we'll make sure you're paying a fair price for it because you can get different offers from lots of different dealers. Also, we do leasing at CarWow, and what I've done is actually picked an amazing deal that's available right now through CarWow's leasing broker, Leasy. If you want to find out what the car is and the offer, it's under £250 a month. Click on the pop-out banner up there or scan the QR code on screen now. Also, if you just want to check out CarWow and you need some help in terms of choosing which car to buy, just Google "Help Me CarWow," right, anytime, and you can go directly to CarWow and you can check out all the latest offers and read all the reviews and that kind of thing, and my team will help you get the right car at the right price. Right, cheers. All right, let's get on with this race. So this is going to be a roll on from first gear and we're going to keep on going into the half mile. Let's do this.
3, 2, 1.
Good race that was for a very short period of time. Can I catch up with the racing car? first question, Andy, your car took off really, really well, but then it just sort of faded. And what I don't understand is it's the same weight as the racing car. I think you're a brighter man than me. Can you explain to me what's going on?
Mate, I don't know whether the rev limiter is set at the same as the race car or not, but I might be losing a little bit of time as I hit the limiter.
I'm changing up about 6.8 just before I get to the limiter. How about you, Matt?
I think honestly I'm on slick tyres here, they're nice and sticky, so I'm getting the power down quite well.
Right, we're going to do one more race. This is going to be slightly different. We're going to roll in at 50 and it will be a third gear roll on. We're going to see the difference in torque between these engines.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, exactly. Ready, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Not that different actually between the GT8 and this at first. But now in the higher gears, it's starting to gap. Obviously, turbocharged car has more torque, but what was interesting, Andy, was, you know, in kind of like real world speeds on the road, these were quite close, weren't they?
Yeah, it felt a lot more comfortable that time, so plenty of torque. Obviously the GT car pulling away a bit. It has a lot of speed actually, the GT4 car.
Especially when you consider that it's electronically like capped, isn't it? And, I mean, we probably didn't even use it here, but it's capped to 6 gears. That's right, isn't it, Matt? Instead of the full 8, you don't get to use the top 2 gears, do you?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, capped to 6 gears, but rarely need 6.
So things are gonna be even more embarrassing now, I think. And this is really gonna be down to the tyres. We're gonna do a brake test from 100 miles an hour. Let's see how much better that racing car stops. Do you reckon, Andy, we're going to see a bigger difference here?
I think we're going to see a huge difference. I'm on iron brakes. I think you are too, right? Whereas I assume that the GT4, is it on carbon or is it on iron?
We're on steel brakes as well, yeah.
Okay, right, but slick tyres. Does the racing car have ABS?
It does, quite a fancy ABS system actually. So I've got 10 degrees of ABS, and right now I'm running number 3, which is one of the least intrusive.
Why does the racing car have yellow lights and yet road cars don't?
Lights so that you know what colour car is coming up behind you. So GT4s have orange headlights.
Ah, there we go. I didn't know that. Quite close between this and the GT8, but look how far back Matt is, Andy.
Oh, the joy of slicks, eh?
And how was it? Did you get much like ABS at all?
Yeah, not much interference at all, to be honest. Slick tyres like this on a dry day, minimal.
Well, I've got to say, I'm thankful that I didn't get completely humiliated in the brake test. Anyway, listen guys, thank you very much, Andy, for coming down and having a race in your GT8. Thank you very much, Matt, for lending me this car to drive and bringing down your race car. Really appreciate it. That noise means that they're both saying thank you at the same time, because if I'd been a decent presenter, I'd have said Andy say something first and then Matt say something, but I didn't. Anyway, if you want some other videos, click on the video windows, and if you want to compare these cars quarter mile times to everything else we've ever drag raced, then just click on the carwow logo to check out the carwow drag race leaderboard. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.